Welcome back to another ContiBreak video where we are featuring today at Honors Ground Baguio Sanctioned A semifinals between with the top 8 playmat Miss Diablo Girl, not playing Diablo, Great Nature Dana Medina, and on the other side with the Stark playmat our resident Cancer Ramil Lopez with the Gear Chronicle. So it has been decided that who will go first? The Great Nature will go first. So what we know about the clans that Great Nature specializes in advancing with its gift markers early on with the game. If the Great Nature user manages to get to Pencil Hero Hamske first. So it is a huge advantage, especially against the Force clan with the higher base power, to be able to go first and negate those defensive pluses. But with Gear Chronicle trailing in second, he needs to ensure that minimal damage is taken so that he will be able to survive the latter turns. Oh, critical trigger will put him at the damage advantage 0-2. Early game rush by the Axel clan user. Very nice. 9k will drop a normal unit to draw. Hand power increasing. No power. So +5 to the barcode zebra. 14k Pencil Knight Hamske will be a no pass with that heal trigger. Another 14,000 will be taken. Damage advantage still to Gear Chronicle, 1 damage to 2. Beginning his turn, 10k base. No bind units yet, hinting that it will be a slow game with grade 0 in the bind zone. He will not be able to activate any special effects for his grade 4s on place, if ever. If ever he does not get to bind his units on the main phase. So here we have it, folks, the early game Axel markers, 2 Axel markers against 0 Force markers, with the first turn advantage and a full field. Looks like it's going the way of Great Nature early on in the game. What could make this game better is a front trigger. 9,000 will not pass to the 10k base. 12,000 power attacking to the 10k. Heal trigger, 20k shield, 2 to pass. Draw trigger first, will draw first. Where will the power go? Hamske, Pencil Squire, and Pencil Knight are at 22,000 power with those Axel markers and the base special ability. So all effects will not pass. The gamble did not pay off. 14,000. No defensive trigger, 22,000. 15 guard, 22,000. So despite the onslaught that Great Nature has displayed early on in the game, still, very bad news for Gear Chronicle. No grade 3s. This advantage of running less than 8 grade 3s in this meta will stay at grade 2 at a full field, at a full front row. Great Nature user with 2 Axels going first will it spell the end for Gear Chronicle. So looks like Gear Chronicle will try to compensate. Oh, looks like he won't. Oh, what's this Gear Chronicle doing? I don't know his plan. 10,000 to the Binoculus Tiger, trying to prevent any attacks. A critical trigger will go to the side lane. 20k power to the Vanguard. Will it be taken? A 10k shield to guard it. So total of grade 1 to the bind zone. Great Nature will start. 22. Great Nature will start her turn Oh, top deck riding that Leopold will mill a normal unit, superior calling up to 2 grade 2 or less units from the deck. One stack to the barcode Zebra, and that effect will proc again. Very lonely Gear Chronicle Vanguard facing 5, 6 front rows. He will not. Great Nature will not superior call anything on that second activation of its skill, but it seems she doesn't need to. With very big side lanes, with those axle markers, and a field and damage advantage, hand advantage, all advantages are at Great Nature's side. 18,000. Trigger check will reveal 2 grade 3s. Defensive trigger will give Gear Chronicle room to breathe. 18,000. The Hamskes lose their plus 3,000. 19,000 against 20,000. Will not pass. That will end Great Nature's turn. That defensive draw trigger might just have salvaged the game for Gear Chronicle, but he will need to ride a grade 3 in order for the game to progress. And there we have it. Finally, Gear Chronicle is now playing the game. So, Gear Chronicle will now pseudo stride. With grade 1, he is able to choose 1 unit and put it on the bottom of the deck. So total of grade 1 is needed for the first skill. But with 4 damage to 2 and a full field, 3 axle markers for the Great Nature user, will Gear Chronicle be able to get back at Great Nature? How many hard cards in hand, Great Nature? 6 cards in hand against 5 cards in hand. So looks like that Pencil Square will go back to the deck. Very not a loss for our Great Nature user, as that means she is able to recycle the Hamski skill later on, if ever. A 15k attack will be swung by the Gear Chronicle Vanguard, but to where? Binoculous Tiger is targeted. No counter blasts. No trigger either for the Gear Chronicle side. 20,000 will go to the other. 23,000 will go to the other Binoculous Tiger. So looks like Great Nature's field is being ravaged as of a moment. 2 open axle circles. Soon to be 3 open rearguard circles, or not. Looks like Great Nature has decided to save that rearguard for later. So Great Nature's turn once more. Hamske is ridden. Will the skill be used? We have seen that the Pencil Knight Hamske went back to the deck, but are there enough Pencil Knight Hamskes in the deck to be able to make the discard 2 worth? 5 axes circles already for Great Nature against the very poor, lonely, lost legend dragon at 4 damage. At 4 damage, those Hamskes go back to 22k at those axle markers. Will Great Nature be able to superior call enough to fill all the gaps in the field? Or with Great Nature having two cards in hand, she may or may not be able to call one to the axle marker. Looks like she will not fill up that open axle marker. 18,000 to the Lost Legend Dragon in peril right now. 13,000 base is just enough for Great Nature to pass through. No critical triggers to end the game right here. One defensive trigger to help Great Nature survive a little bit better. Looks like those Hamskes. Looks like the defensive trigger just saved Gear Chronicle once again from imminent death. But for how long? How long? So Gear Chronicle once more, 5 damage to 2. No cards in the field against a Great Nature with 5 axle markers. Lost Legend will be rewritten. Counterblast 2 to draw a card. Still no cards in the field. There we go, cards in the field. Striding. What will he stride? Will he control? No, the triple drive will be chosen over the field control. Triple drive, no crit, since there's only 5 cards. A total of grade 5 in the bind zone right now. So triple drive will increase the chances of Gear Chronicle healing here and now. And by the looks of it, he will need it very badly. 25,000 will not swing yet. Will he superior call more units? Yes, he will. Another mystery flare to the side lane. 15k by itself. 25. 25 triple drive to the barcode zebra. What is the point of playing the game if you're not trying to deal damage, my friend? Heal trigger. I crit trigger. Heal trigger. Puts Great Nature, Gear Chronicle back at 4 damage with a chance of another defensive trigger. But with Gear Chronicle not even dealing a single damage to Great Nature, we are left to ask, what's the point? What's the goal of Great Nature right now? Alternatively, it might be a good plan if Great Nature is able to deck itself out with the ridiculous amount of superior calling and milling. But Gear Chronicle will have to play the patient game. Very patient defensive game. And what will help him achieve that? Defensive triggers and heals. But for how long? 18,000! 18,000! Pencil Hero Hamske is attacking for 18,000 against 13,000. Will Gear Chronicle even put an effort to try and guard? Or will he pray for another defensive trigger right here? That damage will decide the length of the game and how the game will proceed from here on. 2 to pass. Heal trigger will not heal anything at 3 damage against 4. But where will the plus 10k go? Plus 10k will go to the monoculous trigger, front trigger. Even if a defensive trigger will be checked now, we have reason to believe that it will not save Gear Chronicle from his imminent death. 4 more attacks after that Pencil Knight. 32. Gear Chronicle, what will you do? 1 damage. Monoculous looking pretty scary. No defensive trigger. Might have just one great natured the game right here. Four, three cards in hand left. 32,000, 20k shield minimum. No damage trigger. No guardians. Not enough. The onslaught is too much. Even for a forced clan. Even with the defensive triggers. The advantage was too much. This is a win for great nature. See you again on the next game. Thank you.